Hello and welcome to the channel. There has been speculation contradicting on some media reports that the Central Bank of Nigeria is planning on phasing out the redesigned naira notes of 200 naira, 500 naira, and 1000 naira, which have suddenly disappeared from circulation since the old notes were reintroduced back into the system after a ruling by Nigeria's apex court, the Supreme Court. The CBN, though, has come out with a reaction to these latest developments. Let's hear what they are saying in detail then. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. No plan to phase out redesigned naira notes, CBN. The Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) has dismissed reports that it is considering the withdrawal of the redesigned 200 naira, 500 naira, and 1000 naira notes from circulation. In a statement on Sunday, the Apex Bank's acting director of corporate communications, Issa Abdul Mumimas, described the reports as unfounded speculation, noting that there is no plan to phase out the three newly redesigned banknotes. The attention of the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) has been drawn to a fake news item circulating in the media, particularly in the social media space, suggesting that the bank is contemplating the withdrawal of the recently redesigned 1000 naira, 500 naira, and 200 naira currency banknotes from circulation, the statement partly read. We wish to state emphatically that such speculation is unfounded and a ploy by some interest to cause panic among members of the public. We wish to reiterate that the new and old currency notes have been circulating side by side, just as the bank has been taking delivery of a good quantity of the redesigned banknotes from the Nigerian Security Printing and Minting Company (NSPMC) Limited. For the avoidance of doubt, the redesigned and old notes will continue to be accepted as legal tender. They will circulate side by side for transactions ahead of the December 31st, 2023 deadline, when the old 1000 naira, 500 naira, and 200 naira banknotes will eventually be phased out, the statement concluded. Recall that the CBN had extended the deadline for the swap of old 200 naira, 500 naira, and 1000 naira from January 31st to February 10 following complaints by many Nigerians. But the Supreme Court, after a suit filed by some states, held that the federal government, the CBN, commercial banks must not continue with the February 10 deadline pending the determination of a notice in respect of the issue. However, President Buhari, in a national broadcast on February 16, directed the Apex Bank to release old 200 naira notes into circulation to coexist with new 200 naira, 500 naira, and 1000 naira banknotes for 60 days by April 10, 2023. He also said old 500 naira and 1000 naira banknotes ceased to be legal tender in Nigeria. There was a flurry of reactions and stark criticisms against the president's directive, including from governors of his party, the All Progressives Congress (APC). Governors Nasir El-Rufai Kaduna, Abubakar Badaru Jigawa, Rotimi Akeredolu Ondo, Omar Ganduje Kano, Speaker of the House of Representatives Femi Gbajabiamila, Minister of State for Labor and Employment Festus Keyamo, and many stalwarts of the ruling APC openly censured and faulted the president's directive, arguing that it has no grounds because the case is before the apex court. Leading senior advocates of Nigeria like Femi Falana and Mike Ozekome equally faulted the president's move, saying he cannot overrule the apex court of the land. The apex court on March 3rd ordered that old 200 naira, 500 naira, and 1000 naira notes remain valid until December 31st, 2023. This was after 16 states of the Federation instituted a suit to challenge the legality or otherwise of the introduction of the policy. The 16 states led by Kaduna, Kogi, and Zamfara had prayed the apex court to void and set aside the policy on the ground that it inflicted hardships on innocent Nigerians. The court subsequently ruled that the president's disobedience of its February 8 order was a sign of dictatorship, adding that Buhari breached the Constitution of the Federation in the way he issued directives for the redesigning of the naira by the CBN. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. After the March 3rd judgment by the Supreme Court, the presidency, CBN, and the AGF kept mum, throwing many bank customers and Nigerians into confusion as the ruling of the Apex Court contradicted the directive of the president on February 16 that hold 500 naira, 1,000 naira notes are banned and hold 200 naira notes remain valid until April 10. However, the presidency broke its silence on March 13, saying the president never told the CBN and the AGF not to obey the order of the Apex Court. Meanwhile, in other news, the Boeing 737 presidential jet has been flown abroad for comprehensive maintenance ahead of the swearing-in of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu on May 29, 2023 as the new president of Nigeria. According to reports obtained by Niger News on Sunday, the jet was flown abroad over the weekend. Based on presidential villa sources quoted by The Punch, the 20-year-old NAF 001 will be returned in May and handed over to the new administration after major upgrades to its avionics and other mechanical systems. During the next few weeks ahead of the handing over to a new leader of the country, President Muhammadu Buhari will be flown on another aircraft on the presidential air fleet, the source said. Though the country where the maintenance will take place remains unknown, past maintenance on the aircraft had been carried out by its manufacturer, Boeing, in the United States of America. Also, 29 days to his inauguration as President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is faced with tough decisions over the composition of his personal security, service chiefs and national security advisor (NSA). With the country plagued by insecurity and terrorism in the northeast, banditry and kidnapping in the northwest and north central, economic sabotage in the south-south, and talks of secession in the southeast and even the southwest, stakeholders have urged Tinubu to build a security team that will be unbiased and unhindered by religious and tribal sentiments to secure the country. A former staff of the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies (NIPSS), Kuru Jos, has advised the incoming president to stick to the established tradition of appointing an NSA from the ranks of military officers and those that retired from the military. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.